Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sunique and I'm doing an unboxing today, and this is a package from Oneness Emporium that came on 16th of June. Yeah, it's taken me this long to actually open it, and I've actually got another one as well that is, let me see, 18th of July, so I'm well behind on opening my packages. And yeah, it's summer, and summer is the time for being outside, isn't it? Summer is the time for enjoying the sun while we've got it. This is Sunny Days. Newquay, Cornwall. It's actually a shop in Newquay, established in 1980, and I just love that logo. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to actually put that in my journal. Okay, so let's finally take it out of its box and see what's here. So we have an envelope, put that to one side. And we have two decks, and that's the packaging. So what do we have? It's like Christmas. I'm loving this black. Oh yeah, first aid for broken hearts. Yeah, I quite like the look of this one. So that's one deck. And then we have '78 Halloween. Oh gosh, that is tiny. Didn't realise it's going to be that small, but there we go. So yeah, just in time for the coming season. Let's taste that. We've got a witch's rune. Oh, I think we have to. Oh, it's Tia. It's my rune. What's it say? Man. Actually, it says something different on here. Man and harvest. Yeah. For me, this is TYR or TWAS. So we've got the planet here. We've got the element there. Same element. Jupiter. Harvest, that's great, isn't it, for the upcoming season? Man, it is sort of the same energy as Tia. But here we've got the sign is Aries, the element is fire, and the answer is yes. Yeah, the answer is yes, and this is Sagittarius and Jupiter. So they are both fire signs. Oh, I have to work with those. I don't know how, but yeah, for another time. Let's put that to one side, and let's just have a look at this first aid for broken hearts, written and illustrated by Nanara. I do like this sort of art style. So this is by Sacred Scribe Publishing, and it says compassionate insight for solace and guidance through healing. Being heartbroken is a perplexing experience, often leaving us with limited mental and intellectual resources to navigate the grief. Much like reaching for a first aid kit to address physical wounds and stop the bleeding, this deck is crafted with the same intention, to bring you solace and support during challenging times, akin to a patch and go first aid kit for the heart. Whether you are well versed in the realm of divination or a novice exploring the mystical world of tarot, this compassionate tool serves as an unwavering source of inspiration and visual affirmation. So it is an actual tarot deck, although it looks a lot like an oracle deck. So we have a fold out magnetic lid. Here we have the sides. Lovely pattern. I've got this card here that says, a message from Nanara. May each card serve as solace and guiding affirmation. May every word and symbol illuminate the path towards healing a broken heart and growth in the shuffle of life's uncertainties. May you find peace in the whispers of ancient wisdom and clarity amidst the fog of doubt. May divination be a companion in your courage, resilience and hope with each draw. May the gentle touch of these cards offer reassurance and empowerment on your sacred journey. And here it says, keep the faith. The world is full of miracles. Okay, I think going through life without getting your heart broken is very rare indeed, isn't it? So let's have a look at the guidebook, which is 97 pages. Here's the creator, and they specialise in photography and public art. Journey of the Tarot. Okay, a little background to the tarot. It originated in the 15th century. And then that's the image from the front of the box. And our table of contents. An introduction. Often the phrase broken hearts is associated with romantic relationships, but a host of other emotional upheavals and heartbreaking farewells from friends, family, jobs, and places we didn't want to depart from also leave us with broken hearts. Here's how to use the cards. And we've got some card spreads. A single card, a 3-card, past, present and future. A 6-card for growth. So we have challenges, root causes, past, future and advice, as well as the significator. And then we're into the cards. So the major arcana, just like the Fool, we embark on our journey with an optimistic illusion, navigating life's highs and lows throughout necessary challenges, all leading to the completeness of the world. Card 21. So it seems we've got a phrase for each card. Is that the same? Yes, it's the same for every card, even the minors. With a little thumbnail image in colour. So we've got 1 page for each of the minors and for the majors, so it's just 2 paragraphs. Okay, let's have a little look at the card images then. Oh, that's a nice edge, isn't it? That green. In fact, it looks like the whole deck is the same hue. Isn't that interesting? Oh, that one's a little bit different. Oh. Yeah, so we've got a phrase underneath each card. So with the Fool, it says, be open to new beginnings. Everything is not always as it seems. So there's sort of hope in there as well, isn't there? Yeah, sometimes we don't make the right choices, but sometimes we have to make a choice, right or wrong. This Magician card, oh, transcend reality with ingenuity, you shape a magical future. It's a very different image, isn't it, for a magician? These are the backs. The cardstock's nice. I like that, actually. Nice. It's not too thick. Nice and bendy. High Priestess is on a zebra. And it says Torah there. So it does actually give a nod to the Rider-Waite-Smith, because we've also got the B and J pillars. Seek the truth through your insight. The answers lie within. Empress with poppies. Trust your sacred intuition, nurture unconditional love. Isn't she glorious with the peacock? I think it's a peacock. Might not be, I can't see actually, the feathers don't look like peacock feathers. But the Emperor, so we've got some divine masculine energy there with the stag antlers. And then we've got these sort of ears here, which sort of seem to be a little fey. Your authority grows when power emerges from disciplines. Ooh. Okay, Hierophant. Ask for guidance, an enlightened soul is near you. Looks like you're walking on water. Lovers. So this is the card from the front of the book and the front of the box. Unity awaits you at the crossroads, come together. We've got another zebra, a chariot. So we have a little bit of a repeating motif there, don't we, with the High Priestess and the chariot. And the moon, look. Move forward with determination, leave the past behind. Oh, look at that white fox. Compassion strengthens your graceful self-mastery for strength. The Hermit, the inner voice in solitude. guide you to clarity. So we've got like a lighthouse there, guiding us home. Wheel of Fortune, cycles of change and emotion. Treasure your transformation. This. Justice, restore balance, fairness, reinforce your purpose. The Hanged Man, really different imagery for tarot archetypes. Life on hold, tap into new perspectives. I don't quite know what's going on here because his leg seems to be disappearing into the tree. Very strange, and he seems to be on a swing. Death, detach yourself from the endings, welcome the rebirth. Temperance, divine intervention sets the equilibrium you need. We have an angel. So soft, these cards. The Devil, let go of dependencies, free yourself from fears. So they do have a very gentle energy, don't they? Even these harsher cards. I mean, this Tower here, radical changes come with new opportunities. Hang in there. It's a very positive spin on tarot here. The Star, keep the faith. The world is full of miracles. The Moon, navigate across illusions. Follow your instinct. The Sun, manifest your greatest dream with goodness. Judgment, elevate yourself in awakening, show up for your life calling. And the World, orchestrate your next chorus. The completion is glorious. Wow. Okay, so we start minus with the Ace of Wands, and we have this dandelion here. I saw a quote about dandelions which I thought was beautiful. It's something like, it starts off like the sun. I can't remember now. If I can find it, I'll put it up on screen. But it's something about dandelion. We start off like the sun and then evolve into a million little wishes. Something like that. But it's really, really lovely. The world of possibilities. You aspire to illumination and growth. Two of Wands. Partnership creates a forward force. Execute your adventure together. Three of Wands. Expand the horizons. You grow out of your comfort zone. That's great, isn't it, for the Three of Wands? Expanding out of your comfort zone. That is such a good phrase for it. The Dandelion, Four of Wands, your journey to homecoming in solidarity and devotion. Five of Wands, disengage yourself from rivalries and frictions. Take the higher ground. The Six, cherish the moment of glory. Your labour has been seen and rewarded. Seven, defend what you value with integrity. Stand up for your beliefs. The Eight, your audacity seizes the momentum. Shiny results are ahead. The Nine, trust in tenacity, perseverance during a hard time resolves doubts. Isn't that like the Death card? Yeah, there's definitely some recurring motifs. Ten of Wands, release excessive responsibilities, reunite with what truly matters. The Princess, we're on to the court cards. We have this sort of boat motif as well, don't we, going through? It's, can't find any now. Okay, so I'm noticing a few things, and I don't know if it's correlated, but we've got the Ace of Wands and the Princess of Wands, both in this boat, both with these dandelions. And here in the Star, we've got them in a boat, although it's a different person. It might be the same person dressed differently. with the dandelion now up in the air, fragmented. You know, so we've got a full one here, starting to come to the end of its cycle here, and then blowing in the wind there. And I'm just wondering if there's a reason for that will come after using the deck a little while. And then we've got the prince. So it looks like the emperor without those antlers. But we have here this little deer. This is intriguing. So yeah, we've got that youthful energy again, and we've got this sort of animal spirit here. Sorry if you can hear the dog in the background, he's suddenly decided to eat. Queen of Wands. Assume command to connect your heart and ears with the universe, which is probably why we're wearing this hat. Oh, King of Wands has got a kitty cat. Usually we see that with the Queen. But then, you know, you could think of that as the cat's ears here on the Queen of Wands, possibly. Or am I overstretching? I don't know. Visionary leader. Visionary leadership yields a prosperous future within your grasp. And we've got a field here full of those dandelions. Ace of Cups. And it's all about really making wishes, isn't it? The seeds of love you sent out breed fresh starts. 2, a compassionate union uphold your kindred spirits. 3, collaboration is mutual success. Celebrate the velocity of progress. And we've got this swan image for the 4 of Cups. Consider the possibilities you leave behind. Lean on introspection. So we've seen that before in the Hierophant. The 5, unexpected sorrow, as is the liberty of choice in front of you. So we've got this figure again with the bowler hat, which I'm sure I've seen somewhere. Oh, this deck I'm going to have to really play with. See these recurring sort of themes here. Look at all these cups. And we've got a bridge here for the 6 of Cups. And now we're on the other side. So I wonder if this person is this person now crossing the bridge. Renew the hope you are at the junction where you are meant to be. The 7, illusion obscures reality. Open your eyes to see a new pathway. And we're deep in water here, deep in our emotions. Not quite sure what this is. The 8, get off the sinking boat. You pursue life with self-love. So, yeah, maybe that's transitional. The 9 of Cups, count your blessings, for there are plenty. Peacock here again. So that's another recurring theme. And the 10 in a teacup. The universe within you is also encompasses you. Oh, there's the bowler hat person again, the Princess of Cups. Let serendipity surprise you. Messages are on their way. Oh, we go back and forth with this deck. There's definitely something going on. Oh, we're back to the zebras, which we saw in... So I'm trying to think if this is, you know, majors related to minors. Because of these repeating motifs. that would mean the Prince of Cups is aligned to the Chariot. I'm sure there's another one as well. And the High Priestess. Oh, we got this one again. So the Queen of Cups, intuitive and creative leadership, supports those you love. The King, with your maturity, and unite intellect and heart. Unite intellect and heart to attain clarity. Ooh, okay, this is going to be a very interesting deck to work with, definitely. Ace of Swords, unveil your knowledge and ideas, engage them wisely. And we're up in the air now for our sword suit here, our ace. We've got bird's heads here for the 2. Liberate your perceptions, fear not the unknown at the crossing. Is that alluding to Hecate and the crossroads? Possibly. Okay, so our 3 of Swords is a completely different image, which I like. We've got 3 little figures here in the mind. Release grief from disruption. Open wounds are to be healed. It's all in the mind, huh? 4 of Swords. Give yourself a blessing of calmness for renewal. 5. Pride dwells in conflicts. Initiate cooperation to advance. Again, another positive message for a difficult card. 6 of Swords, so we're once again trapped. Embrace the rite of passage with peaceful resolutions. Transformation. 7. Isn't that delightful? Deception can be reciprocal. The universe is the ultimate witness. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. 8 of Swords. Uncontrollable thoughts entangle you. Refine them for a new chapter. Buzzy, busy brain. 9 of Swords. Irrational fears. Face them with equanimity. And then the 10, you are ready for healing as this painful cycle comes to an end. And so we're released from the cage there of our thought processes. Princess is on a giraffe up in the air there. Energetic curiosity lifts up your world. Prince of Swords. Altruistic ambition brings success as your mind floats in confidence. Queen of Swords, you cultivate resilience, lead with grace and assurance. And the King, speak up in courageous endeavours for the unwavering truth. Ace of Pentacles. The roots of your inventiveness are in full bloom with prosperity. This 2 of Pentacles. A resourceful mind preserves balance when juggling. 3. Form a conscious alliance. Offer your solidarity. I will be with you. Oh, isn't that nice? I really like that. It's almost like, solidarity when somebody needs help. These others come forward to sit with them in their time of need. I mean, 3 of Pentacles is about cooperation, but seeing it in this respect gives it a little bit of a different nuance for me. 4. Keeping all for yourself limits the flow. Share them in fair exchange. Yeah. Share those balloons. Back to the cage. The 5 of Pentacles, the door is always open. End the isolation to see what is beyond. 6 of Pentacles. You give with gratitude, receive in abundance. The 7, rest assured, commitment and patience always pays off. And the 8, dedication to diligent apprenticeship results in mastery. The 9, so we retain a bird abundance obtained by perseverance grants you wisdom, the wisdom of the owl. And then the 10, stoic strategies protect your thriving legacy. Oh, we are back to the zebras. Do we see? We have the chariots. This is obviously a younger person. The high priestess. It's going to be really interesting to actually see the relationships between these cards, or if that's just purely coincidental, or if it's done on purpose. Ready for novelty, explore the unfamiliar. Very pink. Prince, and we're back to these antlers here. So again to the Emperor, and the discipline message, which has been in all of the cards with the antlers on this sort of divine masculine. It says, disciplines build a solid foundation. Faith grows with evidence. Queen of Pentacles, time to reset yourself in a tender and loving presence. And the King, benevolent and empathic leader. Vision materialized upon sharing. Isn't this an interesting deck? So I've just sorted some cards into groups of where there's a recurring theme. And here we've got the zebra. And I'm trying to see how these correlate. So we've got, this is the High Priestess and the answers lying within. Here we've got the Chariot about moving forward and leaving the past behind. In the Prince of Cups, it's a journey to follow your heart. And the Princess of Pentacles, it's about exploring the unfamiliar. So it seems this is all like outward and inward exploration with these motifs. I haven't really read the guidebook. Let's have a look. High Priestess. The puzzling trajectory of healing and life as a whole is like a complex coding system with cryptic access. The keys to unlocking that door exist, luckily both in your conscious and subconscious space, resulting in actions and intuition. So action and intuition. Okay, so they're all action cards then. Leading gradually to resilience and wisdom when the connection between both dimensions resonates. You, the priestess, reigns over realms, bravely confronting any fears that may arise and deciphering the scripts of balancing dark and light, which is these here, isn't it? B and J. The true strength that sets you apart is your acceptance of the universe's mystery. Yeah, maybe accepting we'll never know, which does not reveal all its purpose and meaning at once. That gracious humility establishes your presence as high and large. And then the Chariots. Your capacity to harmonise opposing energies. Again, we've got opposing energies again. I mean, normally in the Rider-Waite-Smith we'll see those two sphinxes. So this evolves with purpose and compassion, for triumph does not yield to the temptation of trivial distractions. And the High Priestess isn't concerned with trivial distractions either, are they? So leave behind the shadows of the past and accept the universe's invitation to shape yourself into the person you aspire to become. The starting point of this driving force behind progress and victory always springs from self-love, as remaining stagnant means degeneration rather than progress and victory. Indecisiveness is synonymous with a passive form of sabotage, and decisions made without careful introspection do neither you nor the universe any favours. You are not marching without purpose for just any random expedition. It's a grand one you have chosen with determination, and being a major card these are. And then interestingly, we have the Prince of Cups with the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so let's have a look at those. Prince of Cups. The courage you possess is truly outstanding, as safeguarding your spirit despite setbacks demands tremendous strength and unyielding confidence in your ability to tackle problems. You do not limit yourself either in expressing your emotions or feelings, because you understand that exposing vulnerability is the way to unite both with your own heart and those around you. Ultimately, that means choosing love again. Without fear or reservation, like a genuine prince should, you demonstrate accountability and integrity, exemplifying that true nobility lies not merely in prestige, but rather in the pursuit of goodness. Your sense and sensibility for the beauty of love and all its power heal any wounds, including your own. And then the Princess of Pentacles. Oh, when a broken heart keeps aching, even breathing feels like an unmotivating project. However, your self-healing program, which has been running slowly, needs you to rearrange fragmented data stored in your shattered heart. What could be more efficient than pushing that defrag button with new experiences, resetting the old goals that have been on the default list? A computer analogy there. Learning new skills or levelling them up to that high standard you discreetly have been envisioning, the current situation might become more of an impresario for you. It could help you to regain the energy and fresh motivation, nudging you to build the life you dream of once more. The landscape of novelty seems a good place to reboot your confidence. Yes, so they do have like a similar energy, don't they, in movement and going forward with purpose. That's what I see with those, going forward with purpose. Okay, so we have a look at some more. What else did I see? This, what I'm seeing as the divine masculine. So we've got the Emperor there, is the ultimate divine masculine. And then the Prince of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles. So we've got passion and newfound knowledge. We've got discipline and solid foundation and authority. And discipline again. So discipline is echoed in these two cards. So we're on the journey here to becoming the Emperor, I would say. We've got this little fawn. We start with a little fawn. Then the antlers start growing here. And then we actually become the stag in the Emperor. The actual divine masculine is what I'm seeing there. Is that looking at the book? Because I don't think the book is referencing anything like this. It's just how I'm seeing it. Let's look at these boat images. There's a lot of boat images here. It seems to be the one with the most recurring image. So we have, we have the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So 3 Wands cards. Oh, and the Princess of Wands. The 8 of Cups and the Star. So we have the boat, we have the dandelions in various stages of development. In this one we've got 2 figures in the Four of Wands, which is usually the celebration card, isn't it? So the Ace, we're starting off on the journey with possibilities. In the 4, we've got to a stage. The 7, we're defending it. In the Princess, we're going on another journey, just like the Ace. So the Ace of Wands and the Princess are aligned. The 8, not so good. But the Star is telling us to keep the faith. So here the boat's sinking, but here the Star's telling us to actually keep that faith. Isn't this interesting? What else have we got? Cage appears in 4 cards. 2 Swords cards, 2 Pentacles cards. So we've got the 6, the 10, the 3 and the 5. This looks such a almost the same motif, isn't it? It's just like this one's on their own, where they're being supported there. Now they've ended up alone. Why have they ended up alone? You could really make a story here, couldn't you? What happened to get from here to here, and maybe the 4 of Pentacles would tell us what happened to bridge these 2 images. So here we're extending our solidarity and forming symbiotic connections with others for this healing journey. When you put the wisdom of seasoned mentors into the fresh perspectives of newcomers into practice, you integrate the unique insights and experiences each of them brings to the collective effort. The diverse contributions of all involved not only enrich the collaborative process but also favour harmonious and peaceful creation. By collaborating with like-minded souls who resonate with your vision, you draw upon a magic power you have been longing for. No matter how insignificant each contribution may appear, the arising prosperous synergy holds unconfined potential for transformation. Together, you create rich fabrics of shared wisdom and collective evolution. And then when we get to the 5, in times of struggle and hardship, it often feels like nothing is working in your favour, leaving you overwhelmed by loneliness and weighed down by loss and scarcity. What more? This paralysing isolation does not inspire a new vision of curiosity to pull you out of your protected sphere and see beyond. It all repeats in a vicious circle. Still, buried within you is the ability to rise above these challenges and rediscover what is right outside of the self-constructed defensive door. By taking proactive measures, you end the seclusion and make a transition into a life of community with shared hearts. I think it's really interesting because the 4 of Pentacles is the one where they're holding on to all the balloons. So what happened between there and there? I mean, this is the same cage. So maybe it's not the 2 of the figures decided to move forward in life, whereas this one got stuck somehow in the 4 of Pentacles energy, holding on to what they've got so far instead of like moving on to the next stage of development. That's probably what I'm thinking there. The 6 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Again, this bird now is actually in the cage, and I think it's this bird, and flying away in that one. And so, yeah, it talks about the cycle coming to an end, and obviously we can rise above and fly out of that situation. And here we're thinking maybe about transforming, because we have all these butterflies here sending the message of transformation. That's what I'm seeing there. Yeah, I can see there is a theme going on there. A bridge between one place and the next, you know. Sometimes we have to go through something painful, but there's a bridge to the other side, even though we don't know what's on the other side of that bridge. This is such an interesting deck, and I've spent a lot of time looking at it, but isn't it fascinating? And it's not like the book actually gives you a reason for those being very similar images. I think it's fun finding out. I just had a bit of fun doing that. I hope you enjoyed it too. Okay, so let's have a little look at the other deck in the package, and this is 78 Tarot Halloween edition. Tarot of Trick or Treats, and it's a little mini deck. We'll compare a size. There's a Rider-Waite Smith. You can see just by the box there. It slides out just like all the other 78 tarots does. And the thing about these is that each image is a different artist. I have got a couple of other 78 tarot decks, which I've never done a walkthrough of. I might do a walkthrough of those. But yeah, this is the Halloween version. So Halloween will be coming before we know it, even though it's August now and it's baking hot outside. A lot of us are starting to think about Halloween. In fact, it's so hot, I'm going to have a Pimm's number 1 lemonade. Pimm's and lemonade, why not? Let's just have that up. Open it up, and it's going to be a bit refreshing. Oh, just what the doctor ordered, or not. Maybe the doctor would not approve. I don't know. Anyway, I don't drink very often, to be fair. Oh, that's so nice. So that was the outer box. I've got little ghoulies here, and yeah, bats and the trees. Very Tim Burton-esque vibe there. Very grungy. Nice, I like that. Ooh. I reckon that's the Queen of Wands. Look, we've got the black cat there, the sunflowers. I think that's the Queen of Wands. Should I just zoom in a bit, I think, and we'll have a look at the cards. Oh, look at these. Ah, trees with the scary, scary faces on them. And the bats in the corner. What does it say? 78 Tarot presents their 10th collaborative tarot deck. 78 Tarot Halloween, Tarot of Trick or Treat. Our 10th deck brings together masterful artists from every part of the globe to create a masterpiece to honour Halloween, All Hallows Eve and Samhain. Got a barcode there. This is teeny, teeny, tiny. So let's open the top box and have a look at the cards. There we go. So the cards are not in order. So I'm just going to pause the video and put them in order, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so I've put them in order. There are 2 extra cards I've noticed. So after the Major Arcana, we get the Spirit of Autumn and the Spirit of Midnight. So yeah, 2 extra cards. Aren't they gorgeous? Midnight and Autumn. And the name of the creators is at the bottom there. And because these cards are so tiny, there is no way I can read those. I just cannot. Yeah, so, but they're gorgeous cards. I don't know if you can sort of sort of. So go and do this one. In. There we go. Difficult, isn't it? Yeah, very difficult to actually read those. So let's just go through the cards one by one. Little happy-go-lucky child in their little Halloween costume with a little dog walking up the path there to the haunted manor. The magician. Oh, these are the backs. Oh, so pretty. Love those. So they're that image, but with this beautiful copper feel. Love it. Okay, magician with all their tools. Very glossy cards. High priestess doing a spell in the woods there. Empress. Emperor. Very gothic. Very vampiric. We've got the Hierophant. Triple Crown. All these beautiful lovers. It's the trees that are the lovers. Shedding their leaves. Very autumnal. The Chariots. I don't quite know what I'm looking at here. Again, because it's so small, the image, it's just really difficult to see what it is. I can sort of see a face and some teeth. Don't know. I don't know what that is. Beautiful strength card. Giving water to the wolf there. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune's a clown, so if you don't like clowns, you're not going to like this deck. Then we have Justice. This massive hand coming down here. So we've got all the naughties here. All the cakes and treats and things. Hanged one. Death. All fleeing from the graveyard. Temperance is an owl. Amazing Devil. I like that devil card. Oh, it's good. A little boy with his little basket here going, oh no, what have I stumbled upon? The Tower. The Star. Oh. Sort of whirlpool of water here. Love this. The Moon. It's a mer person. Looks like, I'm going to get you. Oh, what a happy sun card. Oh, it's gorgeous. I've never seen such a happy sun card. The little hearts in the sunflowers. Oh, look. Little happy faces as well down here on the little fruit. Oh, that's adorable. Judgments. Looks like a trombone. And the wild card. Okay, let's have a look at the minors. Ace of Pentacles. The 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. I'd quite like the full size of this. The 7. 8. 9. 10. Page. The Knight. Headless Horseman. The Queen. And the King. Okay, Ace of Swords. The Skulls. The 2. 3. A specimen heart for the 3 of Swords. The 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Page. The Knight. Queen. And the King. Ace of Wands. The 2. Find a way through that maze. 3. A cat. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And the 9. Scarecrow. 10. Page. Oh, that is delightful. The Knight. Queen. The black cat. The King. The face. And cup suit. The Ace. 2. The 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. the 10 in a skeleton dance. A page or different. A knight. Queen. And the king. What a beautiful deck. I really like this deck. It's just such a shame there's no guidebook with this one, but if you know Rider-Waite-Smith, or you've got a Rider-Waite-Smith based book, you should be okay, I think, with these cards, apart from those 2 spirit cards which are extras. So should we do a little spread? Halloween, I know it's nowhere near Halloween yet. It's me drinking Pimm's and lemonade and it's really hot, but you know, it's coming. We like Halloween. Oh, what we got? The 2 of Wands. So we've got a maze there that we're trying to navigate. So what do we need to know about making plans to navigate through the season of Halloween when it arrives? Get some clarity on that planning aspect of the 2 of Wands. Okay, so I've got the King of Swords. So what does the King of Swords want us to know? Okay, we've got the 9 of Swords, so 2 swords cards. So this is all about the mind, isn't it? So we've got 2 different aspects of the mind here. We've got the 9 and we've got the King. So we're trying to navigate a path through the season. And there may be something that we're a little bit afraid of, something that keeps us awake at night, a nightmare scenario that we're imagining. But the King of Swords is saying, hold on now, use some logic. Is this real, or is this just wild imaginings that are keeping us up at night? How do we navigate this feeling here? This monkey mind, this nightmarish situation we envisage. And that's by being clear-headed and planning thoughtfully our next move. Yeah, okay, that might not resonate, but those are the cards that came up. So, yeah, that was the Halloween, or the Tarot Halloween 78, what is it called? 78 Tarot Halloween Tarot of Trick or Treat. And the first deck is First Aid for Broken Hearts. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a long one, actually. But anyway, until my next one, thank you so much for being here. Bye, friends, bye.